today's video, we will be spending 10 British pounds for the next 5 days. This £10 is equivalent to $13 and 11 euros. And for the next 5 days, we must make breakfast, lunch, dinner, only using products we've purchased for £10. We have 3 rules that we must follow. Rule number 1, we are not including drinks. Rule number 2, we are not having any free food whatsoever. And number 3, we must have 3 meals a day. Let's get this challenge started and let's go shopping. We are going to go to multiple shops to get all our products in one, because not one shop can get us everything we want. First shop we're going to is Tesco's. Guys, these are the cooking sauces. Oh, this one's 45p. Reduced for clearance. Onion and garlic, so this is the one I want. This one is 49p. The lady's fixing it, so sorry about that. So we are in the African and Caribbean section. These are 25p, so I'm gonna get 2. These are banging, but 60p is a bit of a stretch. No one's got money for that. This is Poundland, where only 1% of items are £1. This is what I came for. There's 8 sachets. Got, I think, some sort of a sugary syrup. Whereas this one's like the original one, and they both cost £1. Whereas these ones cost £3. Who can afford that? We're gonna go to our second to last shop. Tuna in brine. This one doesn't say like high omega or anything like that. This one does. So why is that 65p and that's 55p? Then I realised that they're both caught in the same sea. Allow it. Long grain simple rice, and they're 52p. They don't look that long grain, but they are cheap and cheerful. Oh, they don't have any mixed veg. What are we gonna do? They don't have it. That's £1.29. We're not doing that. We're gonna go and find cheaper ones. Lidl don't actually have those veggie boxes anymore. Fair trade. Bananas for 78. So we're gonna get the cheapest eggs, and these are from the Stanford Street brand. That is 10 eggs for £1.64. This one is £5.10. The baked beans are 26p. I can get mixed veg, yeah, for 99p, but I don't like the way that it looks. Got £2.68. If I get veggies and a little bit of butter, I could possibly get milk too. I really need to get milk. I can't have porridge with water. I can't even get meat. I have to live off tuna, bruv. No wonder these nitties are nicking like meat from the shops, you know, because it's so expensive. Last stop. We have spent £9.99. I bought this semi-skim milk, cost me 69p. Then I bought this heavenly butter. It's made with buttermilk, and I'd rather have butter or like fake butter, like with buttermilk, than have oil. And then I got myself my veggies. Whoa! I got these veggies because like, I don't know why, but these like, they look better than the ones that I saw in Sainsbury's. I think I did an amazing job of buying all of these things. Now the hard part starts. Meal number 1. This is my first meal. Bismillah. I kind of like my porridge clumpy. It's really, really soft. It does have golden syrup. I'm not sure whether golden syrup is just sugar and water that's just been browned, but it tastes like golden syrup, but it's not a strong golden syrup taste. I would rate this masterpiece a 9.5. It's gonna be our lunch. I love to see that. Very bland. You can taste a hint of spice and you can taste a hint of curry, but it's extremely bland. So guys, we are now going to be making ourselves a little dinner snack. I don't know what it is, but I'm not hungry. Like, I don't want to eat rice. I don't want to eat pasta. The noodles were great, but the noodles made me more hungry. We're going to make ourselves a quick egg sandwich. I'm going to show you guys how I make my egg sandwich. Let's get our fake butter. Grab some bread. Grab an egg. Tuna. And then start cooking it. And you just press it down and then cut it. Like that. Bread's looking plastic. Call me elastic, fantastic. Look at this. Oh, got a little whitey out. That's how it looks, and then you just go in there. Butter is a bit salty. Eggs are alright, it just tastes plain like. So guys, we are gonna make ourselves some breakfast. I'm thinking scrambled eggs. One thing I realized is these eggs don't have one size. They have like multiple sizes. I think I'm gonna have a scrambled egg with a side of banana, no bread. Because that bread really made me constipated. These are my I hope one of these are ripe enough. I'm gonna add it to the side. Guys, this is my scrambled egg. I'm gonna have one banana. Well, I feel like a toddler. Bismillah. Let's try the eggs with no salt and no pepper. Bismillah. They are surprisingly a little bit salty. Thank God for all the butter I added. I had to do that. The eggs are soft and creamy. Do you guys also add a little bit of milk to your eggs? Because I do. I add a tiny bit. If I add too much, it'll become wet. They don't have a weird taste. These are good eggs. Yeah, it's not that bad. I was thinking about going to shops and asking them for salt and pepper, but I don't know if that will break my challenge. Like if I go to the chicken shop and I say to the chicken shop guy, hi, can I get some salt and pepper? You didn't add it to my order. Is that technically stealing? Because I was thinking of going to Nando's and asking for some of their sauce, the sachets, because they're free. And it's not really food, it's a condiment. So guys, it is time for lunch. We have some mixed veg, but we're gonna be having that in our main meal. We have some rice, I'm gonna be making some rice, and we have some sardines, okay? I just hope that the little bit of salt that's in the sardines are gonna help, because this is gonna taste so dry. And then on top of that, I'm gonna have to add veggies. Literally, I love salt and everything, and now I'm gonna have this with no salt.
Lost in the water we scream. I don't even wanna do this anymore. Cause you already know what you mean to me. Your love's the only one worth fighting for. Wherever you go, that's where I follow.
Guys, look at this. It looks absolutely colourful.
She gave me rice without no salt, guys.
Yeah, no one else
She
had to
gave
eat
me
it.
rice without no salt. And
Okay.
you got sardines. That's prison food. For inmates.
Do good things and get out. Don't come back in my room.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Inmates still eat though. Sardines come with a bit of salt. It's like a tangy taste. This is a sardine, if you guys have never seen a sardine. It's literally like, you can see the bone. Let me show you guys the bone. The bones are tiny bones, like that won't affect you. Do you know what I mean? But the sardines are salty, tangy. They're soft, but they're really big sardines. I usually have small sardines. The tomato sauce is great. The bones of the sardines, I'm not gonna lie to you, it makes your mouth feel like you've got sand in your mouth. Like, these noodles, they were a little bit so they might be Guys, don't worry, I'm gonna pour out the water. I've left only a tiny bit of liquid, guys, and now I'm gonna put a seasoning. Oh, look, this one has more chili, the other one didn't. Bismillah. It's a bit too salty. This one's spicy, it's a bit too salty than the other packet. I had one porridge because I really don't want to get too full. Why is banana the cheapest fruit though? Bismillah. It is very sweet. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, yeah. Last night I was really craving chocolate, or even a sweet. And I think that's why I made porridge with banana, because I know that's gonna be super sweet. It's a good combination. Instant time for lunch. Again with the fishy lunch. Again with the fishy lunch. We got ourselves some tuna. We have some spaghetti. Ooh. And we also have my sauce. I got this specific one, onion and garlic, because it had a lot of great reviews. And it says a tomato-based sauce paired with onion and garlic for an intense flavor. So we're going to be making ourselves a tuna pasta tomato sauce. A tuna pasta with tomato sauce. Once the water is boiling, you add the spaghetti. Do not break your spaghetti. It's so weird making pasta with no salt. Like, I get the rice, but pasta, I don't know. I've saved some pasta for emergencies. And I'm going to save some of this sauce for emergency in case I run out of food. I've got half of it left over. Pans that don't have like the thing that pull up. Be careful because this is sharp. I'm going to pull the juice out. So add our tuna to the sauce and mix that up. Sieve this, bismillah. As we don't have oil for the non-stickination of the pasta, we're going to be using some butts. Heavenly butter, you've been here for me from day one. So we've got the butter here. What we're gonna do is just mix the butter in. Look at this. Get a massive bowl because your girl is going to be eating good. So I've got my veggies on the side. I've got my pasta. Now let's get some sauce. It looks like spaghetti bolognese, no? This is my lunch. This looks really, really good, you know. I bought a banana just in case if I want to eat it. But you know, as Somalis, we do eat banana with pasta and with rice. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Pretend that it's like meat. Wow. Tastes like a tangy tomato pasta. And I've got my little veggies here. It's not bad. This is actually good. I'm gonna eat this again later. Tonight, I know. But I don't really get bored of tuna. I like tuna. When you live in a household full of people, things come up missing. I noticed the banana was missing, and I've also noticed my pasta's been missing, so I have to recook the pasta. Nobody decided to eat my my tuna though. Nobody wanted to touch that. Maybe because nobody likes fish in the house. But everyone's got fishy movements. And that was my last bit of pasta. That was it. And if I ask people right now who ate my pasta, everyone's gonna be like, what pasta? What pasta are you talking about? Nah, I didn't have pasta today, I had rice. I had rice today. I still have some sauce left, so maybe I can add that to my eggs tomorrow. 2 more days left. I'm actually stressing, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've split up the pasta, okay? I have this much left over. I poured myself this much. This is a couple of, I think that's at least like five mouthfuls. I'm gonna only add like 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. Add 1 more teaspoon. And then I'm gonna add my pasta there so no one touches it. This is not that bad. Amazing. This tastes good. Strong tuna taste, salty, tangy. And one thing that this challenge has taught me is to be more grateful for the things that I have. And I think it's like made me more aware of like the food that I eat. I've got 3 left for tomorrow. I'll add 1 more egg. I realised that when I toast this bread, it's hard, but when it's untoasted, it's soft. These are so soft. This would be amazing with some ketchup, but I've kind of got used to the salt content. This is my food, so I'm thinking of just adding them all in. This is what I made myself. I literally mixed the tuna and pasta together, and I added so many veg. It does taste like tuna pasta, but it's like a light, mild tuna pasta taste. Tomorrow's the last day of the challenge. So far it's been so good, you know. I prefer the tuna to the sardines. I've not had so much veggies before. I'm going to be going out, so I have 2 bananas left over, so I'm going to be eating that throughout my evening till I come back later. I feel like I've adapted to the saltless taste. Is that weird to say? For dinner, we will be having baked beans and tomato sauce. I think it might actually be alright if I'm honest with you. The reason why I say that is because you know this brand, the eggs were good. Half a can has 1.07 grams of salt and it has 7 grams of sugar. Why am I getting happy about that? Half a can of this counts as 1 of your 5 a day. Today I had some tuna and some pasta, so with veggies, and I think there was 3 different types of veggies on there. Then I had 2 bananas. I already had my 5 a day. Let's make it 6. We're gonna only pour half. We're gonna save this half. I'm gonna put these in the fridge. Let's hope no one eats it. Get the 2 breads. I'm gonna close it and squeeze it. Let me taste one of the beans. Bismillah. Let me try it again. They're soft, but they have a slight metallic taste. And they have an aftertaste in your tongue. But guess what? We're hungry. We have no choice but to eat this. Bismillah. Why is it that I slightly want to gag a bit? That's how it looks. It's a bit off. Oh my god, I can't even tell if the bread is off. It's like there's like a weird aftertaste with the beans. And then I'm not sure if the bread is off. I'm gonna have 1 bread only. I can't do 2 breads. I don't know what it is. There's something that has a weird taste to it. It doesn't taste that bad when it's just one bread. So I think it's the bread and the metallic taste of the beans that just like, this is probably a 0 out of 10. I have to finish this. Hi guys, today is the last day. It's been 5 days and today is day 5. I am so happy. But I'm actually really sad too because I've kind of liked planning my meals. I've never ever planned my meals before. So the idea of planning my meals and like having different types of food, even though like some days it was repetitive, but I don't know what it is, but it gave me like something to look forward to. Yeah. This milk has finished. I've made myself 2 sachets of porridge because I wanted to try to keep as full as possible because we don't really have that much food left. I actually like this porridge. This porridge is actually nice. You know, something I've noticed the last couple of days is the fact that no matter what meal I have, like I've kind of got used to having like low salt and low sugar content, especially salt. Like I never realized how much salt I have in my food. Now I'm used to it. Like now it's like, who cares? Like salt who? Salt where? Last breakfast is going to be my favorite breakfast. The porridge, yeah. I've started to really like this porridge brand. Like this, it's called Scott's. Guys, you guys should really give it a go. This is our last breakfast. I love me some porridge, guys. Some people don't like it because it's like a soggy taste. This now tastes very sugary to me. I think it's because of the lack of like sugar, chocolate, sweets the last 5 days. I don't mind it, but there were days where I really craved it. But banana helped. I'm never gonna lie to you, banana. And days I would be craving sugar, I would have like porridge in the morning. Now I'm gonna be making myself some lunch. So for lunch, I am gonna be having my 2 beans, my 2 eggs, my last 2 eggs. Those eggs have got me far, you know? We're gonna be having my 2 eggs and we're also gonna be having a little bit of beans left over. And I feel like if I mash, sorry, it is quite warm in the UK. If I mash up the eggs with the beans, Bob's my uncle. There's our beans. It looks really dark in it for beans. We're just warming it up for a bit. The eggs are just like, I added so much butter to the eggs. The amount of cholesterol that I have, look how oily that is. Do you know why I did it? Because these beans taste like metal. So what I would do is I'll get some eggs, some beans, and then go bismillah. Beans still have a metallic taste, but guess what? The eggs are the ones that are helping. But these eggs are 10 out of 10. I think one of the greatest products that we've had throughout this challenge is the eggs. We've got loads of rice left over. We've got some of our sauce. I'm gonna be having some veggies. This might be the driest meal that we've ever had, but at the end of the day, we have nothing left over. So if you guys would do this challenge differently, what would you guys do differently? I can't believe we actually did it. I'm really surprised I even did it. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I'm not even the type of person, like I'm not a commitment person. I can't commit to niche. I can barely commit to uploading on like regularly, let alone doing a challenge that's 5 days. It wasn't that hard. I've really enjoyed this challenge. I love kind of knowing what I was doing the next day. I don't know how to describe it. Like maybe you guys understand it more, but I like doing this for 5 days and this is the first time I've ever done it and I've actually really, really liked it. Maybe I'm gonna do this again. Sauce, bismillah. I'm gonna add the veggies on top so it cooks together. Swirl it around. And let that cook. As I'm just adding the sauce on top, like loads of the sauce. Bismillah. It doesn't taste that bad. For it to be my last meal, it doesn't taste too bland because of the tomato sauce. The lack of salt is not really a big deal for me. It still has flavour, the tomato sauce still has flavour. I wouldn't say it's my favourite meal throughout these last 5 days. However, it's not one of my worst. This would have tasted amazing with a bit of mincemeat or even like some grilled chicken. This is the end of our 5-day challenge. It's been a fun challenge that we did. One of the things I realized about this challenge is the fact that we should be more appreciative of the small things that we have in our lives. There are people in this world that do live off probably £10 or even less a week. And I think it's so hard to do that, especially when you have a family, because it's really, really difficult. And there are apps that can help, like Olio. If you guys ever have anything spare in your house, whether it's cans or pastas or, you know, things like food cupboards, you should really think about donating it to Olio, because there are people that do use Olio every single day. Also, to donate to your local food banks. There are food banks everywhere. Even in your Tesco's, if you go to Tesco's, you'll see a box where you're able to donate, like, you know, canned food, whether it's kidney beans, whatever it is. And you guys have seen in this video how cheap things are, and they do go a long way. So please bear that in mind when you're going on your next shop. And every area does have a food bank. So it would be nice to just drop something. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and do give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much, guys.